Like, that is just the low point of the film, is when they are singing.
The last Unicorn song is usable, maybe as like the second song in the credits or something.
It's by America, who I've only vaguely heard of, but at least the
You
guy...
live in America, Jamie.
But at least the guy can, he can sing. It's a mopey song, but it's not...
Yeah, that's the only one I wouldn't cut, but it wouldn't be my opening song. I want a bit more chutzpah from an opener, but whatever. Like, the point is, we all ramble our ass to the castle, where they... This is, for me, you guys have talked about stalling points. My patience ran out in the castle, because essentially, they have, okay, the initial idea is fine. There's a, what's his name, Haggard, because he's all haggard and old, get it? He's a king in a castle on a rock by the sea. He's got a weird kingdom of about 4 people that work for him. He's got like a few guards and a son, and he sits in a castle being moody and bored all day, in his shitty throne room. There's a better house, but he sits in the shitty glum room.
This was the film's last chance with me, because they reached the castle, and they've done this kind of traumatic transformation for the unicorn, and then they turn up and Haggard's all angry, and Jeff Bridges, when they introduced him, he was like, "Hi, how you doing?" Which, for some reason, was really funny to me.
Well, it's because he contrasts. Christopher Lee's playing this, like, he looks like one of the villains from the Care Bears. He's like this big grey bulbous head. Looks like Cold Heart, or no, maybe not Cold, whichever Frosty the Snowman looking douche is in Care Bears. But he's like this ugly old grey king.
Yeah.
And then his son's just fine looking blonde look.
I like the idea that he only keeps things around that make him happy, and nothing makes him happy.
There's nothing in his house.
Yeah, and I like the character, and I like the bit where they introduce his current magician, and he basically fires him, and Jeff Bridges is like, "Come on, old man, I'll write you a reference." Like, that was great, and I was like, where has all of this been?
Also, how worn out must that sorcerer be? He's like been working there for years. He's not entertained him enough, but he's been trying. He's a magician. He's actually a wizard or whatever. And he goes away, and you think, oh, he'll come back and get revenge. You know?
Yeah,
he just got a better job offer from a lecturer kid.
But that's it. It just I'm like, where has all this been for the film? But then it was like the film went, "Don't worry, JB. This is going to be gone in a couple of seconds, and we'll be back to the fucking doldrums of no pacing and nothing interesting happening."
Like Haggard the king lives in this shitty castle on his own with his son, who's really nice considering he must have the most boring life. Like, his son is like the quintessential hero prince who goes off and like slays dragons and things in his spare time, but fundamentally likes living with his mopey old dad and makes no complaints about, you know, having no social life, no friends.
It's again, isn't it? Like, there is a comment hidden deep down there somewhere on the idea of a fairy tale hero, because that's what he is, and she's not interested, and he doesn't know what else to do. And that's why whenever he's introduced, he does that, "Hi, how are you?" Because he's almost like a modern actor filling in an old-fashioned part. And again, there's almost like a Princess Bride idea in here somewhere, but the film just doesn't fucking do anything with it.
Well, the main problem is they resolve things. So the wizard, there's potentially 2 wizards. Oh no, will they have a battle? No. One's fired, the other one's hired. Schmendrick is still shit. He's really good at magic. He does some weird juggling at this point. It's quite impressive. He floats and flips. He does conjuring tricks, and you go, well, at least you didn't turn anything into an ugly, sexy thing and make the situation worse. You were just a crappy magician. Fair play to you. But the king is like, I don't look at anything for long. Good. I like your blonde bimbo. She's quite nice, but there's something about her. I guess I won't think about it for too long. Like, basically, the problem is nothing happens, and they all live in the castle with the king for a bit, and just the problems all go on hold, because the unicorn stays as a woman, pouts, and doesn't do anything. But, like, they all work and live there, and meanwhile, the prince is trying to charm this hot young babe who's come in, and he's chopping off dragons' heads for like, like, here you go, will you love me now? I don't know, have you tried talking to her? I've got more hero shit to do.
And the film at this point just turns into montages. Like, that's all it is for ages.
And why? Like, they just stay there, like spinning their wheels, you know, just doing nothing.
Yeah, and not only does Mia Farrow sing then her and Jeff Bridges sing together, and it's just like, oh, this is interminable now. Like,
it's all like, well, we got the mystery of where are the unicorns. No one's looking into that. Everyone just sort of forgets why they're there.
yeah, she forgets that she was a unicorn. And once again in the book, I bet there's a whole thread about that, and I see there's like an existential crisis idea going on here. But in the film, it's just her looking out at the sea, going, oh, I don't know.
And then Schmendrick's so busy doing crap magic that he doesn't remember to have a little snoop around in his spare time. Like, they all just get on with their jobs there, and then like eventually someone must wake up and go, oh yeah, she's a unicorn, and we're supposed to be finding out where the rest of the unicorns are.
It's almost like Molly. I'm pretty sure it's Molly Crew goes, guys, do you remember what we're doing here? Because this is like, I'm just washing dishes now and I'm getting a bit bored.
Also, the character that's there that has no purpose, but it's kind of interesting, is they have a pirate cat.
I know.
The king's cat has an eye patch and a peg leg and talks like a pirate. It can talk, but only talks a bit to kind of wake up the plot a bit.
Yeah.
What the hell about pirate cat? That should be amazing.
Yeah,
that should be the film. Pirate cats featuring the last unicorn. But no. Like, basically all that happens is the pirate, like someone mentions, there's they get like, they make up some stuff like, oh, this is now a mystery about a punk, and a rhyme, and like, what the hell happens?
You said that you're like halfway through the book. Have you gotten to this point yet?
No, I've just gotten to the point where she's transformed into a unicorn. That's about the halfway point.
Okay.
Yeah, human. Sorry.
Well, because this bit in the castle with these montages and stuff, I wonder, is there a shitload of stuff that got cut?
I imagine so. Yeah.
Because I can't.
Because I will say, up until the point of that I've read, they've only really dropped one major scene from the film, which is where they kind of like have a bit of a brawl with some giants in a bar. So I imagine if any of the cutting is happening, it's happening towards the end here.
Because this seems like this is where it could get meditative. Because the idea of her losing her identity and her memory, and at the same time you've got Haggard going, "No, don't you mess with me. You know who you are." And she's like, "Oh, freaky old gap man." Like, there's loads of potential here, but it's them just kind of dicking around.
They're not even prisoners. It's not like, you've come to try and trick me, but I'm on to, there's something up with you, magic freaks.
You may come and go as you please. Alright, bye.
I guess I'll just moody about in the house. Or whatever. But how do we get to, there's some kind of riddle to solve about a clock and all that bullshit? Like,
it's the cat. He has this kind of mysterious, enigmatic moment. And that's cats, guys. We're bastards, so we're not going to tell you anything, but here's a clue.